Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So a little bit of an informal setup right now because I'm just sat on the bed a bit comfy, and I thought what I would do is talk you through my 2020 wish list as far as handbags are concerned. Now I know we're March already and quite a way through March, but I always give my purchases a lot of consideration, a lot of thought, and so therefore even my wish list has a lot of thought. So yeah, that's where we are. We'll see how we go. I'm all a bit distracted. I mean, what with this coronavirus and just trying to do a weekly food shop seems to be an almighty mission. What is it about the toilet roll? If anyone knows what the hell is going on, why people are bulk buying toilet roll, please put it in the comments below, because I don't get it. Anyway, so I've done some notes. I prepared this video, the notes to talk through this video a couple of weeks ago. There may have been some developments since. I'll put that in a future video, but I thought I will talk you through my wish list as it is. Like I say, there's a mixture of brands here. I'll go through brand by brand, and like I say, I know there's not much to see in this setup or anything, but there'll be pictures that I'll probably put up like here or something, as many pictures as I can find. Some are going to be fairly easy, other brands things are a little bit more obscure, so we'll see what I can find. I'll put those up to show you what I mean. I'll talk you through why they're on my wish list. We may, as we have done already at 1 minute and 45 seconds, we may diverge slightly off to the odd tangent in terms of context as to why it's on the wish list. Some things are going to be a bit more imminent than others, and I've deliberately kept this to handbags only because otherwise we'd be sitting down and getting comfy for the day. Like I say, it is a wish list of, for me, it's not the case that money is no object, and that's why this is a wish list video and not a mega haul. So anyway, let's just get straight into it, and you know what, I'm just going to go straight in with the big guy, Hermes. So I love Hermes, I love their jewellery, the costume jewellery, I love their scarves, their twillies, their handbags, and yeah, so for me, the first bag I've got on my wish list is a Kelly, which was actually on my wish list before the Birkin, but the Birkin just kind of came along, so we went out of order. So for me, I would really like a Kelly. I would like it in the size 28, and I would like it to be in Etan, ideally. Etan. I also love the Gruyere felt, but Etan would be my ultimate colour. And whilst I absolutely adore the Cellier, I'm open to Retourné as well, and then maybe get a Cellier in a black or something else. I'm open, but I think with the colour Etan, I would definitely like palladium hardware. So for me, I like Birkins as well. Some people are either Birkin or Kelly. A lot of people on YouTube are both, and are lucky enough to have both. But for me, I think the appeal with the Kelly is partly its simplicity and that little top handle, and also having the shoulder strap as well. It just adds to that versatility. For me, if I were to use it and go to work, and I do, I take my Birkin to my office job, having the shoulder strap I think would be good, because I do quite a lot of walking basically. I'm not one of those people that goes from the doorstep into their car, gets chauffeured somewhere, and then just has to carry their bag. I walk for about an hour a day. I do about 7 miles a day, so for me that is absolutely great. Whilst we're on the Hermes list, I also would love to get a Evelyn in the TPM size. Now, this has been on the wish list for some time. So probably about a couple of years ago now. Time flies. My husband and I went to Cannes, and in Nice airport on the way home there's an Hermes, and the loveliest guy there. My expectations being that it was an airport Hermes from a customer service friendliness side were not high, but this guy was lovely. He was helpful, he was knowledgeable, he loved the brand, he just was great. And in the glass cabinet at the back was a Evelyn 29 in the colour trench with a contrasting canvas strap which was in the bronze colour, and oh my god, I love this. I loved it. But it was about £2,000, and it's about £2,000 I did not have. If it had been about 500, I would have got it, but I just did not have any more than that. We went for get a cup of tea whilst waiting for the flight, and I was just going, how can I get my hands on £2,000 in the next 5 minutes? It didn't happen. Anyway, then Bestie Lorna got an Evelyn in that same size, 29, but she got it in the colour Rouge Tomate. Lovely bag. She has since sold it, but lovely bag. And I did actually get to try the bag on, and I'll insert a picture of me doing that here. Excuse the t-shirt and shorts. It was actually, for England, it was a hot summer day. Who'd have thought? And for me, I just found it slightly large on my frame. So anyway, so that was it, and that was the end of my Evelyn journey. And then since I've got my eye on the TPM, and actually from watching YouTube videos, seems like you can fit a surprising amount in the TPM. You know, LV Lover, she's got both the 29 and the TPM, and from what I gather from her video, she seems to prefer the TPM. So absolutely that is on there. In terms of colourway, I'm open, but I would say either something like a taupe or gold or a blue, like a dark blue, not turquoise, but like almost a blue indigo. Anything from like a blue indigo up to like a blue Brighton, anything like that. So basically almost like the denim shades for the reason for colour contrast. So that is on there. So those are like the more immediate wish lists. In the more like, it's on the wish list but more aspirational wish list, I would love a Constance. Looking at them, I think either the 18 or the 24. Probably the 24 actually, because I think for my lifestyle I get that little bit in, and what I don't want to do is have a bag that's beautiful and stunning and expensive and not use it because I can't quite fit enough in. So for me, definitely that. And then I want a Birkin 25. I don't know why. It's just cute. That's all I can say about that one. The other thing about the Evelyn, actually, the TPM, was also it's a casual bag, and I don't have many casual bags in my collection. I'm not good at having big floppy bags because that means rummaging, and I don't have the patience. So I've been thinking for a while, what do I want? Ideally crossbody, that's casual, let's just grab a couple of things and go. So that's why that's on there. Right, let's move on. Chanel. So for me, so it was love at first sight online, and then since I've watched loads of YouTube videos, seen it on people's Instagram, the Chanel 19. For me, it's that perfect, it's almost like it's classic, but it's taking, and I know not everybody loves it, but it's classic, but it's also taking some of the things that can be annoying about a classic and getting rid of it. So for example, and as I mean by a double classic bag, it can be quite stiff, and you can perhaps not get, because of that and because of the doubleness of it, not get as much in it as you should do for the size bag. So for me, the Chanel 19 being a bit floppier, it's almost the leather they use as well has got that a bit more towards the sumptuousness of the lamb, but a bit of the durability of the caviar. It's a nice in-between compromise for me of the two leathers that you get for the classic flaps. So that I absolutely love, whilst maintaining the nice big pocket, an even bigger pocket on the back, which I love. I love the detailing of the CC, it's different and having that ropeness to it. And also then, it's also got a top handle. So, you know, with any shoulder bag, for me, it's great when you're actually wearing it on the shoulder, but if you've got it in the car or something and you just want to pick it up, what do you pick it up by? It's not easy. So to having that little top handle, I'm just like, yeah, well done Chanel. I think they've absolutely nailed it with that design. I think it's going to be really, really popular. I also would like a Chanel Mini. Now I said for ages that I would like a classic square Chanel Mini. But actually, on what I've seen as well, I do really like the reissue ones. So perhaps a Chanel reissue, but for me, if I had to do an order, the Chanel 19 definitely is up there. Right, Dior. Oh, Dior. Despite me having just sold or arranged to sell my Dior book tote, not the normal book tote, sorry, just book tote on their minds, my Dior tote clutch style. It's like the bringing back through a vintage style. Anyway, didn't work out. I still really want the book tote, but I want the small book tote. I tried on the original book tote and it was too large. The small book tote I think is going to be just great. The mini book tote I think is going to be too small for the style of what it is, and probably not worth the money either. So for me, definitely want the small book tote, and I would like to have that, I think, in just the classic navy oblique. The bag that I really, really want, so yeah, my ABC Dior. And my God, how much do I love that stone grey colour. I know I've got a grey boy. I know that I've already said that I want an Etan grey Kelly. Grey goes with a lot. Absolutely would love to have the My ABC Dior in the stone grey colour. I'll put a picture up, and it's just stunning. It's my bestie Lorna has seen it in the flesh. I was asking her yesterday over a message, you know, have you seen this in the flesh? Does it look in the flesh the same as online? Because when you look online, it's got this real like sage green undertone to it. And whilst I'm not a green lover, that type of green is just beautiful. And for me, whenever I think of having a Lady Dior style, I always think that the slightly more pastel-y colours tend to be what appeal to me the most, except for red. The cherry matte is gorgeous, so absolutely would love that. I also really love it in the medium size, but with the flap, and in the matte beige. That is stunning as well. Also loved from when they came out the Montaigne 30, and I love the white with the gold. Colour transfer would worry me, but things I love about that bag are the general styling, the simplicity of it, and the little pocket on the back as well, because I think that's really handy, especially when you are travelling into London and you want to put like your travel pass in the back, so you haven't got to open your whole bag to get it. You can just slip something in the back, and I think that's really great. Now, I do think the Montaigne 30 and the Birkin Constance are somewhat similar in style in terms of how the strap goes and in terms of having the large logo on the front and the overall shape. The Constance has got dividers, so it's got a bit more structural organisation inside. I think it might be slightly greater in depth. I don't know, I'd have to have a look. But yeah, so probably it would be wise to only have one of those. We'll probably go with the Dior, it's cheaper and more easily available. But we'll see. Like I say, this is slightly more on the aspirational side. Right, Louis Vuitton. And the three bags I've put on the Louis Vuitton list are on the wish list, but they're not on the wish list for like I want it right now. So the first one I put on there is the Riverside, and I really like that in cream. And there's another colour which has just come out, which is like a biscuity sort of colour, sort of toffee colour. That's really nice as well. So I itch, but I like it. I think it would be really practical. It's an Demi Ebene canvas. It would be a great lightweight, hard wearing, waterproof work bag. So from that perspective, I really want it. I did try one on, and I'll show you what that looks like. I worry if it's slightly large for my body frame. So we'll see. I think I would have to see it in person in the colours I want it in, and then decide. But that's a very, very practical bag. I think generally with my Louis Vuitton bags, I use them a lot. They're really practical bags, but they may not be absolutely always at the top of my love list for what I own, if that makes sense. I also really like I'm going to say the Vavin in the PM size. I saw one of these in person in like the cherry red colour, thought it was stunning, thought it was great. You know, the Empreinte leather is the version that I really like, and I thought it was great for a smaller crossbody bag, but still looked like it would fit a fair few bits in. Not at the top of my list because I just think I've got other bags that feel that same need. What I don't want to do, and I often talk about my collection as a whole, is to have too many bags of the same size, because and formality rating, because then how do you know what one to use? But I do like that, and yeah, we'll think about that one. It's not too expensive either. And the other bag that I would like, which I probably would get more use out of, is the Keepall 45. Looked at this in the monogram and looked at the size. I think 45 is the right size, and tried it on. Again, I'll show you that so you can see the. So I'll include pictures of the bag and then pictures of me trying it on. Obviously, I want this as a travel bag, an overnight bag, so it doesn't matter too much if it looks a bit big for my body frame because it's a travel bag, so it's going to. And ideally, I'd like that in the demi-urbaine. So yeah, that would be really nice. We're nearly there. Now, brand I don't have anything by, Goyard. So I would love to have their camera bag. I believe it's called the Cap Vert. I think that's really good. I've wanted a camera bag, a bag in a camera bag style for a little while, and I can't make my mind up what one I want. I looked at the Chanel one, thought that was really nice, like the reissue style, but it's just expensive for what it is. I feel like if I get a camera bag, I want it to be a bit more casual and carefree. Then I looked at the Yves Saint Laurent one, but then for the video that Chase Amy did, it looked like the wear inside wasn't very good, and I thought that's going to annoy me. So yeah, so then I saw this one, I was like, perfect. Because I was looking at Louis Vuitton and they didn't make what I wanted. I always thought, well, do I want like a lightweight, carefree canvas one? Here we go, with pockets on the outside as well, so you've got that organisation. So this is firm on the wish list. This is a definite I would like one. I'll have to go and have a look in person. I have no idea how much they are. Probably overpriced for what they are, but we'll have a look and see. I also really like the St. Louis tote in the PM size. Again, I have my Neverfull, so this is a I would like one, but again, not right at the top because I have my Neverfull which fulfills that need. But it would be nice to have one that then just gave me maybe a slightly more formal casual tote that wasn't in the brown tone. Yeah. Fendi. Now I only have at the moment one Fendi bag, which is a wallet on chain, and I've loved for many years the mini peekaboo, and I do love their dove grey colour, and I saw one a while ago online in a beige colour which was gorgeous. It had almost like a golden tone to it. I don't know if they do that one anymore. It might have been a seasonal colour, but I'll put a picture up anyway because I did a screenshot, and I absolutely love that. If I get a Kelly, then do I need a mini peekaboo? Different, similar styles, but again, I think the peekaboo, what makes the peekaboo so great for me is the really good quality leather. Not the Kelly isn't, hell no. But I do think that compared to some other brands and things, it's really good quality leather, it's really well made, and they hold a surprising amount. You've got the organisation of having the two sections, with still a bit of give, and some organisation, detachable strap. So for me that ticks a lot of boxes. Quality will go with a lot, and versatile in how you can wear it. So there may well be one of those on the horizon at some point. And then finally, a much more affordable bag for everything else that I've spoken about, a bag by Strathbury. I do absolutely love the crescent shoulder bag. And ideally I would like one in the vanilla and diamond combination, because I just think having those neutral tones, I don't have many light bags, and this bag at £575 I think is really good value. They're very well made. When I went into store, really lovely customer service, which always makes a difference. You could just, there was no rush, you could just freely try the bags on and really look. I like the styling of it, I like that it's structured. I like the thick wide strap that you can wear on the shoulder, and again, it's not that expensive from a colour transfer perspective. It might be a quite good way for me to experiment with having a paler bag for summer without being petrified of it. So that's it, that's the wish list. If I were to put it in order of what I want the most, I would probably, and I probably will look to get over the course of the year. I would definitely put up there the Kelly 28 in a tan, the Evelyn TPM or size 16, the my ABC jewel. That I'd say are my top 3, definitely. Who knows? We'll see what else gets put on the wish list. Like I say, it very much is a wish list. So that's what I was going to say. If anyone's got any comments or questions, then do let me know. Happy to answer. Like I say, when I think about these bags, I've probably forgotten to tell you key things, but when I think about these bags, I genuinely do think about my lifestyle, how I use them, and what else I've already got in my collection that's going to remain in my collection. So that's it really. I don't make many handbag mistakes, not many. I'm not saying I never do, and like I say, the dual tote that I got was one of those. But you know, live and learn. It's going on to a new home, and I'm sure it'll be loved very much. So that's okay. It's not being wasted. I've just lost a little bit of money, but you know, it's gonna be. So yeah, that's it for me. I will see you soon. There may be a little bonus video going up this week, and you'll see why. When I especially given hint what I said about my top 3. So yeah, that's it from me. Bye.